everybody. I'm Debbie Belaus with Feel Good Qigong, and I am here this morning with my furry friend Oliver. And if you have any animals, a lot of people tell me, oh, I start working out, I start exercising, my animals are all over me. They'll eventually settle down. They'll get used to you doing it. So they're just great to have around also, and you could kind of follow their cues. If they want to play in the middle of it, then play with them. You know, it's part of the process and it's part of the experience. But today I'm going to show you a couple of things. I like to combine yoga and Qigong together. They match really well with each other. So if you're used to practicing yoga, this can give you a little insight into energy-based practice. And if you know Qigong and you don't know yoga, it gives you a little bit more stretching than I normally do in Qigong. Most of the time, Qigong, I'm standing. In yoga, I like to get on the floor as well. So you get a little bit of both. So thank you for joining me. And remember, if you like my channel, if you want more stuff from me, there's a little subscribe button on the bottom of my video. Just hit that. And also you'll get notified when I add my new videos. And if you have any questions or comments, and I'll get back to you, just leave a comment and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. So we'll get started, and I'm just gonna place Oliver down. I also like to make a little comfortable for him too. So I'll add a little blanket for him to sit on so he can watch me. And animals, if you watch animals move, a lot of yoga practice names are from animals: cat, dog, snake, cobra. And because the yogis used to, they would watch nature move, and they watched how animals moved, and they watched how trees moved. And we take nature, so these two ancient practices really mesh well together because it is really all about energy, and it's all about nature and following nature's cues. So let's get started with a little bit of shaking. So this is a big part of the Qigong practice. This helps to scatter your qi. So we have energy all around us. Energy wants to move and it has to move. So we're going to also cultivate it. So Qigong, qi means energy, gong means cultivation. We actually cultivate energy. I like to call it cultivating contentment out of thin air. Because energy, you can feel energy for sure. You can't see it all the time, though. You definitely can't see it. You can see it in different ways, but the subtle energy, like the air that's around you and the wind that's around you, you can feel it. You know, you can feel the wind moving. That's energy. You can see trees moving. That's energy. We're energy. We're form. We are a form of energy. And we want to move the energy around. So we move our bodies, we shake it up. So I like to call it the shaking the 9 gates. We're moving some of the subrevial fluid into our joints, the synovial fluid into our joints, like the ankles and the knees and your hips and your wrists and your elbows and your shoulders and your neck. And we're getting some fluid moving. We are 60% fluid. And if you're not moving, then you're not moving the fluid. And that's when things start to kind of break down. That circulation of fluid helps with inflammation, and it's all about clearing out. This whole thing is about clearing out our system to get ready for your day, to clear it out, calm yourself down, feel strong, and feel really in tune with your environment. So we'll shake it out. You can also shake off any kind of stress you might be feeling in your body as well. It's a great way animals do this. That you'll see animals shaking out ever so often. You'll see athletes shaking out before they start their routine. So it's a very natural way to move. And also the vibration of the shaking is really healthy for your organs. It breaks down some gooiness, some stickiness, that compression. And then stop. Hopefully you feel some tingling, you feel something happening. And we're going to gather. We're going to gather this, draw up this earth energy, gather the energy around us. And here comes some of this yoga moves. We bring the palms of the hands down to our heart. So we're taking this energy and we're releasing it right through the body. So we inhale, we gather, bring the palms of the hands together, interlace your fingers, reach up, stretch out here, drop the heels, lean back a little bit, and then we start to dive forward. Just keep the knees soft, diving forward, leaving your hands on your thighs. We're going to inhale into a dog tail. Exhale, round into a cat tail, and then you slowly curl up 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhaling, reach up. This is called mountain. Interlace your fingers, a little bit of a back bend here, and then we start to dive forward. Soften those knees, bringing the hands onto the thighs, Inhale into your dog tail. Exhale, round into your cat tail. So we're just warming up the body and gathering some energy. Inhaling, rise up, interlace the fingers, come up onto the toes, stretch it out, release the heels, a little bit of a back bend, and then slowly come forward, softening the knees, hands on thighs, arch the back into your dog tail. Exhale, round into your cat tail, and slowly come up. So I'll show you a side view. Inhale, gather the earth energy, gather the energy all around you, interlace your fingers, scoop up, lean back into a little bit of a back bend, and then we exhale. We come forward, bringing the hands onto the thighs. Inhale into your dog tail, exhale, round into your cat tail, and stack each vertebrae on top of each other. The head of the neck is always the last thing that arrives back up to standing, to your neutral spine. We're going to do some energy again, practice here. We're going to gather some energy between the palms of the hands, rubbing them briskly together. Then scrub your knuckles briskly, scrub your fingernails briskly, and then hopefully you can feel some energy between the palms of your hands. This is called a chi ball, an energy ball. As we inhale, we're expanding this ball, expanding your breath, expanding your body. As you exhale, you compress the air out, compress the chi. And then again, we inhale, we expand the body with this energy and with your breath. And as you exhale, we compress, and you exhale and you compress the chi. Now taking these palms together into this ball, we're going to separate the ball, separating heaven and earth. That's what this one is called. And the left palm is down and my right palm is up. And I'm going to lean over to my left side for a side flexion of the spine. Press the palms of the hands away from each other, stretching a little bit more over to the side. As we inhale, we come back to center, getting this energy ball between the palms of our hands. We're going to separate these energies, separating heaven and earth. And then we lean over to one side for a wonderful side stretch, side flexion of the spine. Press both of the palms of the hands away from each other. And then we slowly come back to our center. So we just did a forward back flexion, side flexion. And now we're going to come into a twisting flexion. This is called knocking on the door of life. This is a twisting flexion. So again, you'll know this stuff if you practice yoga. You know what a twisting flexion is. You know a back flexion, a forward flexion, a side flexion. These are the four major flexions of the spine that we want to move every day in every way. So we're merging yoga and Qigong together, taking these two ancient practices to help create dynamic strength, dynamic relaxation, dynamic standing, and strength. And we're inhaling and exhaling. Remember to breathe fully and deeply while you're moving the spine. Let's tap on the lungs a little bit. And now this becomes knocking on the door of life. So this is part of a Qigong practice. We're calling it knocking on the door of life because I'm knocking on my kidneys in the back and I'm knocking on my lungs in the front, which activates all the movement in your body. It releases toxins from your exhalation, and you're creating a really good base for your immune system. So knocking on the door of life or twisting the spine in Qigong. And then slowly release. Bring your back to neutral, back to a stillness slowly. And then we gather the energy again. We gather the earth energy from the palms of the hands. Flip your palms up. Gather the energy above you. This is your atmosphere. This is where we live. Human beings live between sky and earth, above and below. We take all this energy that we cultivated and we wipe the body clean. We create a neutrality. The spine is nice and awake. We're alert. Palms of the fingertips pointing into, like lightning rods, into the earth, dynamically standing as you move down and through the feet and lengthen up through the crown of the head. We'll do one more. Let's gather the earth and gather the energy above you. Palms of the hands come together and take all this beautiful energy you've just cultivated, stimulated, and moved, and bring the hands right to your heart, centering your system. Take a nice deep breath in. Let's bring one hand to the back of your head and one hand to your forehead and quiet down the nervous system for your day. Deep breaths here, and then taking that hand that's on your head and bring it to your heart. As you make this mind-heart connection, a couple of deep breaths, and then bringing the other hand onto your belly, making this body-heart connection as well. Nice deep breath in. Bringing the hands together, and let this little practice help you move into the rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day, everyone.